while she's down, I'm gonna be streaming it on YouTube. I also stream in the Recon. Like the chat, party. Yeah. Fair. Fair enough. Anyways, didn't realize you guys in the season. That's right. Oh yeah, that was funny though. So you saw the fucking little Thancred motherfucker that was staring at me, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Ivy was like, "That's a limb thrower. You're gonna get hit on." He looks. He's dressed to save the world. You're so gonna get hit on.
It was so fucking funny though, because like I saw him come up behind me, stare at me, then run off to summoning bell, and I fucking I clicked on his profile or whatever, and then he fucking runs up behind me and he goes, "Hey, pretty lady," and I was like,
Yeah, that's
"What?"
your mistake.
I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Listen, you shouldn't have ever gone on m7s profile. Again, if they look like they are ready to save the world, do not go anywhere near them.
I just was letting him know that I saw he was staring at me.
That's very unfortunate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I genuinely did not understand why he was walling the second we got to that phase.
I don't know, man. This is weirdo. That's fair. What's that in the rating channel? About people. I mean, this is the thing though. That's the thing though. Like, you can have tryhards who don't like give up immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I just like I. There's a lot going on
Mm-hmm.
right in the first like bit there.
Oh,
And
believe
it
me,
just
I
sort of
know.
take a bitch a second
Mm-hmm.
to try to grasp everything that's going on.
Dude, I'm the exact same way right there. Like, I'll admit 100% I'm a tryhard, but I'm only hard on myself. I'm not gonna shit on anybody else for not being able to do something.
Like, I want to do the right stuff for him. Like, try my of giving other people the opportunity to try, you're just sitting there being like, is interject on your hotbar after every pull, as if that's going to solve the issue. Like, it's just putting, like, if the first time they said, like, oh, interject, like, I get it, my guy, I do get it, but, like, also, like, I'm trying to make sure, like, am I in the right spot in the first place? Which one am I grabbing again? Like, give me a second. Where are they even? Because I looked there, and then that time, it wasn't there again that time. So, like, is it already moved? Like, when are they even spawning? Like, I'm trying to, like, I'm grabbing
So,
them late.
so,
So,
you,
it's, like, even harder to, like, get it.
so you know how like,
Yeah.
so you know when we get when we initially get the puddle spawns, right? The
Mhm.
they spawn at that exact moment. So
Yeah.
you can start gathering them together as soon as that shit spawns. So as soon as you see you've got flower or puddle, you can either run it with your flower to your spot and then turn around and throw a shield lob at one or the other. Or if you have the puddle that you drop, you run into the corner and then start running towards your direction, and you can throw a shield lob as you go. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, they both spawn at that point in time, and then it's just a matter of like once you've understood that, run to your safe spot to chill with the healer for a second, and then run to the opposite side of wherever the puddle spawned. So in the case that it spawns on 3, you're gonna run to 2. Yeah, so yeah, so you'll run across from 3 and you'll end up by the 2. In the case that it spawn like the puddle spawn on the 4, you know you'll do all this shit with the light party, and then you'll gather up near the 1, and then we interject. Like you look at your enmity list and go from the bottom up, and I go from the top down.
Yeah. I interrupted the correct one last time at least, but it just didn't change the fact that, like, Dragoon had already, or whoever the fuck it was, had already walled. Like,
Yeah.
it, like,
To be fair, I died on that one because one of the flowers on the left side was slightly out of place, so it clipped into the safe spot.
yeah, like, it just, I'll probably get it. I just needed, like, a couple more pulls, and it's, like, it's so not
Mm-hmm.
worth the energy to sit in a party with someone who's, like, spamming and linking the interject button as if that was either A, helpful, or like really the actual problem. Because like and this is like my biggest thing, like a DPS player will always like make that but not understand why it's not going focus, because like going like just like things that but they only see like that it wasn't interjected, and it's like, okay, I get that, that's cool. There were problems before that I was trying to like work through mentally. We'll get to the point where it gets interjected at some point. Give me a couple more minutes here. Um, so it is like, I don't know. I'm not gonna rush into it or like waste my mental energy on certain like attitude, and especially when like I want to choke slam Wally when he's like, no, it's understandable that they're asking if interject is on your bar. Is That's not the world's most like passive aggressive and obnoxious and rude way to like speak to someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would never phrase it in that way. I'd be like, hey, are you having trouble with this? But it would be like, hey, do you have shit on your bar? Like, what the like? Because that comes off like rude and like, you know, are you an idiot kind of thing.
No, like I hear the shit on my bar, and I am hitting. Am I hitting the button on the correct ad? No, I misunderstood which one I was supposed to be hitting it on. Then I hit it accidentally on the wrong one because I panicked, and I figured to just throw in an interject was better than not do it at all.
Yeah.
And then, like, the first couple times, to be honest, I was just trying to figure out which ad I had. Like, what am I supposed to be grabbing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, no, trust me, I get it. I mean, that's why I before we even went in, I was like, hey, this is how we do it. You know, I wanted to prep you so you didn't have to think about it. You know, you just look at
It
the
made
MD.
sense. It made sense the way you explained it, and like again, like if had I like seen it a couple more times, it
Oh yeah,
probably would have gotten it pulled off. I just like
yeah.
the eye twitch was gonna keep happening every time a failed pull came up, and that guy acted like he was like a gift to God for the existing party finder and not make a mistake, even though like my guy at this point in time you have the same amount of responsibility as everybody else in the party, and you don't have to do anything unique or special. So
Yeah.
it's certainly easy to complain from the top of your pedestal.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. The only people who actually have anything like, really to do in that phase are are healers and tanks, um, and that does work. Responding to the raid, that does work, but there's still a potentiality of both tanks interrupting the same ad, and that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that, right? That only works if the entire party fucking focuses those two ads down.
Or better yet, the DPS don't wall the second we enter the phase.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Just kill forehead, but like,
Yeah.
that doesn't necessarily work when you have both low DPS. We're talking about phase one, with the initial ad boss where there's 4 ads and fucking you gotta do the base flowers and shit, and you know it's very easy like to get confused when you're trying to do all that at the same time, especially if you don't know what you're talking about.
Like for me, mental is like okay, like identify. Do I have the seer? Do I have the baits? Okay, like I think this is the spot I'm gonna go to for my baits. And when he's ass splitting, like that was what was like going through my brain at the time. It's like you need a little bit to learn the timing of when everything is gonna spawn and like what are moving, what not.
Yeah, you're completely right about interrupting the circle ones, but there's 2 of them, and each tank is in charge of one specific one. So there's a priority to it. You have to look at top down. Off tank looks at the bottom. Sorry, I'm responding to. I can't read fucking names. I'm streaming, so it's doing streamer shit and making it so I can't see the name. Yeah, and that's fair.
Yeah, and like if I was maybe like a better player, it would be probably like easier or whatever. It's just gonna come down to like I need to see it and do it a couple of times and fail it a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just not gonna happen.
Well,
And again, it's really easy to sit on your little like plushy throne.
to be fair,
You don't have to do it.
there's always also like we should have had a fizz range. If fizz range is there as the backup, in case one of us isn't able to do it, they're able to.
Like I was spamming it on the right one in the last one, and it was kind of late. I did enter it, but like it, I was like, oh shit, I'm not close enough. Like
Dude, I'm the same way. It doesn't make as much sense to me unless I see it.
yeah, honestly, these fucking videos don't do shit for me. Like I'm sorry, but the Hector video is so unhelpful because it did not give the vibe of what it actually was like going in there.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's a very good cursory. Like, this is what you should look out for, but it doesn't give you shit for the speed. It doesn't give you shit for literally anything else. It's just, hey, watch out for this smile.
I genuinely learn better by just like experiencing the mechanic over and over and over again until I understand why certain things don't work and why certain things do work. Like it's just going to be like I'm gonna go in, I can watch the Hector guide, it'll just gonna tell me the very basics of what's going on. But like to be honest, like half the times you get in and the waymarks are obviously not always like the ones that Hector's using, or like someone's always got some change that they want to make, and it doesn't matter if you explain me how it's gonna go. I'm just gonna need to see it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need to experience. I'm gonna need to fuck it up. I'm gonna need to do it right. I'm gonna need to do it almost right. I'm gonna need to try some shit, see if I can get away with it, and then I'll finally get it right eventually. But like,
I mean, that's fair. I think it's just a, I don't know. I'm used to worse guides than what Hector puts out. Hector's are probably some of the better ones, and I make do with what I got kind of situation. Like, I prefer to go in blind and figure it out afterwards. But this late in the tier, it's like they expect you to at least do a little bit of looking.
I have cleared our call, Jenny. I'll do it.
I have not cleared it. I need to. Yeah.
I'll be so honest. It's basically a little faster near the end, and there's my cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Horribly hate the way that limit cut was explained in the Hector video. Like, I hate it. Every time somebody watches that video and I've like tried to teach that fight, I'm like, please, please, please don't look at the way that Hector explains it. It makes zero fucking sense. I do not like it.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's the way he explains it is like, oh, one goes here, two goes here, this one goes there, this one switches with this one switches with that one. Instead of just explaining that the way that the mechanic works is that you just have to be a certain distance away or you'll kill yourself, and you need to move the second he jumps off the ground. So if you have the one spot, you go here, and then the two spot needs to be in the correct like rotation, and then you just like go around the map, and once he's jumped, you just start following him and hitting him in the butt.
Oh, so it works similar to Shader. Gotcha.
It's exactly that. Like you just go like one goes here, then two, then three, then four, then five, then six, then seven, then eight, and you're done. And once you've been jumped on, just follow him around and hit and stab him in his ass. Like it's that easy.
See, it's funny the way that you're talking about Hector and the way his like shit comes out. I do agree, but I think his biggest problem isn't even that. It's the fact that because he goes in so early and he wants to cram out a video so fucking quick, he doesn't wait for, you know, a strat to actually form. So, like, he'll post day one, and then by day two, there's a completely different strat. And instead of taking the video he originally put up down and then editing it to conform to the correct strat, he makes these little addendums. And, like, it's an entirely separate video that you have to look for. Take, for example, in m7s, there's the original Hector video, and once they discovered cleave maxing, they're like, so yeah, there's also this separate thing to do. Ignore my entire first video. Follow this. It's like, brother...
But then, and then in his video of the cleave maxing, he leaves out, like, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna skip this part because I explained it in the first video. It's like, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nothing changed. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, but now your whole other video is basically fucking useless because let's be so real with you. Like, there are no other mechanics in that fight other than ads getting flung.
Yeah.
Everything else is easy.
The person that I prefer to watch videos from is Junebob. The problem with Junebob is he takes fucking half an expansion to make a video about the fight. But his videos are high quality. They're the best quality, like, videos out there. It's just they don't help me at all because they're done, you know, after the tier's already been down for like 6 weeks. And the reason I like Junebob's is he does the same style of video as Hector, you know, having like a little like drawn form, and he'll explain out each of the little things. But while he's also doing that, he actually has a little bit of in-game footage showing exactly what to do.
Yep, there's someone else that does that too that I really like.
I don't think I've ever seen a video of Hector doing that. Matter of fact, I didn't know Hector's ever cleared any of the fights.
It's so funny.
I'm being completely honest about it, because like the way he goes into it, he's like more of one of those guys that like he knows how to do it and everything. He's just explaining it so somebody else can do it, but he's never actually done it himself. This is how he's like into like his videos.
I have the personal like they are so obsessed with explaining it as it compares to their fights, like older fights, and a lot of people haven't done those older fights because why would they? If they weren't playing the game at the time, it makes like no sense to go and like do some of these older fights for some folks. Like,
Yeah.
and no one is doing it anyway. I mean, like, so it comes to a point where like, why like you're making this comparison, you've like shaved 2 seconds off of the video
Yeah.
because you're just saying something, but because 95% of the people who are coming into this and like actually need to watch the video to try to understand like a leg up, I guess. I don't even say leg up, but a fighting chance.
Yeah.
And then you're making like you're like speaking in fucking grade speak instead of like English language.
Here's a perfect example of a video that I like. This style of videos is, in my opinion, the best. Because it goes over exactly what to do. It shows you, like, you know, like, example, exactly where to stand and everything. And it'll go over diagrams so you can, like, see, you know, for every role. So much better. Too bad that guy doesn't fucking make videos anymore. I mean, why would he, you know? Everybody's just fucking tired. Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah, the last video that Junab put out, like as a raid guide, was M3S. He didn't. I said the last raid guide that he made, was M3S. And he made that little like ad space done before, but he hasn't made a guide at M3.
I want to do the codex so bad at some point.
Oh yeah. I've done the guide, but I need to finish farming it. I have a lot of kills I'm gonna be on that motherfucker.
There are things I need from that so bad.
I want to get both of the mounts. I don't think about anything else.
Here's like a different tokens for me.
That was a statement.
Yeah, people really like her bunny girl. No, I mean there were feet pics, you know, but people really like her bunny girl. I was like, I really want this haircut, but it's gonna cost like 30 mil. And she's like, how bad? And I was like, really bad. Yeah, basically.
I don't think we're fucking film. A bunch of things.
Pixel feed. It was of his character.
You know, I would like to argue that, but I've gotten a clear on fucking Eden 12 at fucking 3 in the morning. Stayed up all goddamn night. And those are the best gamers I ever played with.
Yeah.
The fucking autists are out at like at 3 in the morning.
For sure.
No, you're right though. It's not a matter of if we can fill. It's a matter of how long it's gonna take to fill. What? Go for it. Ah. What? Damn, we fought the eagle. No? I think that's fine. Oh no. I think we could do that. That's your camera. We got learning easy. I like, we got eyes on here. I can understand. Fuck, bro. I was asking, sir. No, that's fine. Please, myself. Chat around. If you understand. It will be more, but it's something like, I don't know, that's a lot. I don't know. No, I got this back off. I was never used. Okay, that's the first myself. Okay, now. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was asking. Okay. Are you okay? Oh. I'm older. Just get used to it. Alright. No. Yes. Yeah, I'm playing nurse officer. Kill him officer, and I'll give him the tower interface. Okay, I'm playing crazy with shit. Good fucking god.